I'm honestly kind of burnt out on the ghosts right now. So I got nothing done yesterday aside from the event. Hey guys, happy Saturday. It is currently 8:21 in the morning and wow, the light is not okay with me. Ignore my hair. I just took a shower, so. My boyfriend's currently in the shower and I am just finishing up packing up for today. I'm actually packing really late. This time I'm only taking 2 crates and one big bag full of stuff. And the big bag is mostly just my signs. The 2 crates are the boxes for the ghosts and the linens and whatnot, like the tablecloth and all that. Because this table is a little bit weird, I'm not taking an actual tablecloth. I'm just taking my 99% coffee sign and an extra blanket, just so that way it kind of looks a little bit more branded. But I did end up making either exactly 50 ghosts or 40, like 8 ghosts or something like that, and almost exact amount of hats. So I am bringing some hat yarn today to work on. I don't know if I'm actually going to make hats today because I'm honestly kind of burnt out on the ghosts right now. I've made 50 of them in the past like month and a half or so, and a lot of hats in the past like 3 or 4 days because I basically did all the ghosts, took a break, did some market prep for my last market, and now this past week was all hats, and I don't know if I can physically do that anymore. It's just so much work. But I am bringing some yarn for loaf cats to make at the store instead. But so we are going to be headed to the store soon. I'll probably just record there before the store. I'm going to finish up here since I think we can get there at 9:30 and set up because the store actually opens at 10. The event today is from 10 to 4. So I think we'll probably get there around 9:30. I'll probably stop and get a coffee next door at the plant shop and coffee shop, by the way. And so what I'll probably do until then is just finish up some faces, finish up maybe a hat. I don't know. I wanted to have way more hats so people can kind of pick and there's not like a short supply of them. But honestly, I can't. I don't know if I can do that. So I am going to go ahead and add some faces though because I have been a little bit lazy on faces. Thankfully, I am bringing some yarn and I'm bringing like my materials and whatnot. So I don't have to worry about running out of ghosts with faces or anything like that. And I think I'll have some downtime to be able to do some faces while we're there. So I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue, but I think I have maybe 12 with faces right now and the rest are just kind of blank. So I'll probably do that before we go to the market. So, surprise, surprise, it is not the day of the market. It's actually the next day. It is Sunday, October 13th, around 11:30. The market actually went really well. I did not take as much video as I would have liked, mostly because there was a lot of kids and I didn't want to take videos where kids might be in there, even just blurring them out. I just didn't feel right in doing that, so I didn't take any videos of like any of the ghosts that were made. There was a lot of posts that people posted on like Instagram and whatnot, so that was really cute to be able to see some of those kids take home their ghosts and say, you know, I really like this ghost, it's so cute, it's mine. It was really cute. But overall, the event went really well. So just a quick recap. This past weekend, I co-hosted an event at the local consignment store where kids were able to just pick out a ghost that they liked, pick out a hat that they liked, and then I put them into like a little house box and they were able to fill out a little adoption certificate for them. I think I made 45 ghosts. So there was a lot of ghosts, 45 ghosts and 44 hats. I found out later that I actually forgot to make a hat. But honestly, at that point, I was just done making hats and ghosts. And I was like, you know what? One ghost will stay with me. I will just keep it and I'll just use it for next year as a reference if I decide to do this event again, or if I decide to do another similar event, I'll just keep it for that because I was not going to make another hat. Even last minute, I was done. I did make one loaf cat at the event, like behind the scenes, and I was just like, I can't crochet today. So I got nothing done yesterday aside from the event. But so I have about 19 ghosts left, so 23 of them sold. 23, 24. It was in that ball range. I think I missed a cash transaction, but it's, I believe, 23, 24 of them sold. So I do have a few left. I just have a little box of them here. And all of these guys I do have to tag this week to bring to the store on Wednesday, and I'm just going to sell them at a little bit of a discounted rate since they're going to be not as customizable. Like, you're not going to be able to pick out like from all of the hats and all of the colors and whatnot. So I am going to sell them at 18 instead of 25 because, I mean, they're not getting any of the extras. That's what my plan is right now. But it went well overall. I was actually kind of shocked. I didn't expect the orange ghosts to be the first ones to sell out. I actually didn't sell out of any of the other colors except for the orange, which was actually really surprising. Maybe it's because it's October. I really didn't expect the orange ones to sell out nearly that fast. I think that they were gone by like 2. No, not even 2. They were gone by like noon. Noon or 1 o'clock. And I was actually surprised that these little pumpkin hats didn't do nearly as well as I thought they would. I think I made 10 of them and I think I have 6 left. So, but these and then also these little bear hats also did not seem to go very well. Which I think they're really cute. I think the kids just kind of saw the candy corns and were like, oh, I like the candy corn hats. Because all of those sold out except for like this little pink one. I think I have 1 or 2 of these pink ones left. And I only made like 5. They did sell pretty well, actually. But yeah, so the event overall went really well. The only reason why I made so many ghosts and had so many leftovers was because the last event that we did, the Adopt a Pet event, which was a little mini, like axolotl or frog or something, and a little terrarium for them. I made 25 of those, or we had 25 or 24 of those, and those sold out by like 1 o'clock. And I felt really bad for the kids that came later on because they didn't have their choice of different terrarium colors or like pet colors. Like, I was out of axolotls at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and it opened at 10. So I was out of axolotls super fast. So this time I wanted to make sure that kids had an ample selection up to the end, if possible, where they could come in at like 2 o'clock and be like, oh, I want the green ghost, and there wasn't like any green ghosts left, so I was afraid that would happen, so I decided to make a bunch of them. So I'm glad to say that that did not happen because the green ghosts survived to the end. The pink ones were here, the red ones, I actually don't think I sold any of the red ones. I mean, they're cute. I'm not surprised that they didn't sell though. I had talked about how the orange ones and the red ones I think were not going to be good sellers, so I'm not shocked by that at all. But I'll bring these guys to the store. I am glad that I have enough on stock that it was pretty fun to the end, so it wasn't just like some kids were getting leftovers, because I did feel really bad. Another thing that I didn't do this time around was I didn't bring the rest of my stock. I still have a bunch of leftover stock from my last market, but the last time that we did an Adopt a Pet event, no one really wanted to purchase any of the extra stuff on the side, like my unicorns or my turtles or anything like that. I 100% understand it was advertised as an adopted pet event, not as like a, you know, come and shop my normal stuff. There was a few people that were actually asking for my other stuff. Just directed them to my little spot at the front of the store where I had all of my other stuff. So I think that was fine. I just didn't want to bring a bunch of my stuff and then have the kids be upset that they couldn't purchase like a unicorn or something instead for the same amount as a ghost. So I think that was probably a good play, and plus that way I didn't have to lug around all of my displays, and I only had to pack 3 crates and like 1 bag. So it was a lot easier to tug that around than it was a bunch of my other stuff. But yeah, so that is my market recap video. I meant to take this video last night, but I was exhausted, and you can tell. I fell asleep at like 7, and I walked out at 11, and my brother came home, and he goes, "You look sick." So I'm glad that I didn't keep the recording from last night, because I definitely look exhausted. It wasn't even a bad day or anything, it was a long day, and I was just not having it. So I'm glad that I did decide to record today instead. But if you guys liked this market recap video, I should say, go ahead and like the video and subscribe. It does help me a lot. We'll see if I continue making these. If it looks like you guys enjoy these, let me know what you're doing this season. Are you doing any markets, and what are you looking forward to most? And I will talk to you guys all later.